And now.
Good evening, Fairbanks. I am Panhandle Slim. It's my stage name, obviously. It's the name of this jacket I found at the dump, picking through the trash. So, yeah, that's kind of how you survive here in the far north, is living off the land. You know, the natives, catch fish and pick berries, but for me, I just pick through food that other people throw out. But I find a lot of good household items, like my clothes, or these great gifts that I have for you folks here tonight. So, get ready.
Woo! Gifts.
First up is this coffee mug with a carabiner as a handle for when you need coffee while you're rock climbing. Any takers?
I'll take it.
All right, Michael Schaefer. Yeah, perfect for his high-octane life. And now I know a lot of people in this bar definitely need this. It's Living Sober, a guide from Alcoholics Anonymous. Let's see those hands in the air. Hands in the air. All right, liars, get them up. Get them up. I'm going to give this to you, Rob, because I was thinking my gifts.
Rachel, that makes you say.
All right.
Just go.
Get walk this way, please.
All right, so how do I start out tonight? Well, okay, so I never really give much of a hoot or a holler for political correctness, It seems like it's making a little bit of comedy a bit harder, but all the same, though, I never really appreciated jokes that relied on harmful stereotypes. Not for any sort of, again, political correctness, just because they aren't really that funny. Like, there's all those jokes about, for example, how black people like fried chicken. Of course black people like fried chicken. I like fried chicken. Everybody likes fried chicken. You know who doesn't like fried chicken? I'll tell you who. Vegans. Fuck them. There's also the stereotype like how Asians are good at math. Okay, so Jews are good at math too, and no one makes a big deal about that. There's all those stereotypes too about how, women are bad drivers. I mean, come on, it's Fairbanks, Alaska. Everyone here's a bad driver. There's a foot of snow on the roads. No one knows where the lanes are. We all make it up as we go along. And suddenly some guy in a supersized truck comes blazing by you 70 in the middle of a fucking blizzard, runs you off the road. And, well, there's stereotypes about those kind of guys having small dicks, and I suspect those ones might be true, actually. So the other thing about harmful stereotypes is, if you haven't picked it up, I'm a bit of a redneck myself, from a Midwestern redneck, not a Southern redneck to be clear. But there's a lot of harmful stereotypes about us. Like, for example, there's that stereotype that rednecks go to their family reunions looking for a date, I mean, I've gone to my family reunions and seen some pretty cute second cousins, but I'm not really into white women, so. There's also that stereotype about how trailer camping is the ultimate redneck vacation. You just take your trailer and you move it somewhere else, right? Now, of course, we did a lot of that growing up in Michigan, but, and it wasn't all the time. Like, one time, Ma was like, I was on spring break in high school with my sister and I, and Ma was like, "Oh, we should go somewhere, take a drive out somewhere," and it's like, it's the Midwest. There ain't a lot to see besides corn. And Ma said, "Oh, well, don't you know, maybe we could go down to Ohio and see the Amish, And I was like, "What the hell are we going to do, watch them make a quilt?" And Dad put his foot down and said, "Woman, I ain't going to Ohio to see the Amish." Sure enough, 6 hours later, we're in southern Ohio watching two Amish women make a quilt. Let's see, what are some other redneck stereotypes? Okay, well, here's one from our late president, who says that we rednecks like to cling to our guns and religion. Now, I suppose that one's kind of true. Like, there was one time, high school, and sister and I were coming home from a 4-H meeting, and there's a big old nasty rabid raccoon on the front porch, and Dad took out his revolver and shot it. But when he shot it there, the bullet went through the raccoon, ricocheted, and came back and hit him. So he should have got rabies shots for that, but he didn't. He just kind of took it on faith. Well, that kind of I got reminded of that story a few weeks ago when I was out dumpster diving, picking through the trash around here, out in the Esther transfer site, and I saw a little squirrel that was trapped in the dumpster. He'd fallen in. It's like, "Oh, look at you, poor little thing. Oh my gosh," he couldn't get back out. It was 15 degrees below zero that day. He was going to freeze to death. And I climbed in that dumpster, and I was like, I'm just going to pick him up and take him home and take care of him, and warm him up and send him on his way at the back of a bag of peanuts. So I picked him up, but apparently he disagreed. And he bit right through my leather gloves, big old mess, blood everywhere. Good thing about 15 below, though, the blood kind of just freezes and clots the wound. So I told Mom about it, and she was real angry I didn't go get rabies shots for that. And I said, well, it's okay. Jesus cured my rabies. And she's like, what do you mean? Like, well, you use all that New Age faith healing to take care of your arthritis, don't you, Mom? And she's like, yeah. Well, it's the same thing. Jesus cured my rabies. And I mentioned that story to my Bible study leader. He said I should write a gospel song about it. So that's what I'm going to perform to you tonight.
All right. If you haven't figured it out, this guitar case is from the dump, too. As is the guitar itself.
Okay? Yeah!
I call this my mini guitar, not because it has Minnie Mouse on it, but because it's just a small guitar. So here's my song. And I don't know how to play guitar, but that's okay because I'm a country western artist, so it doesn't matter. Oh, Jesus cured my rabies, and he can cure yours too. Jesus cures the common cold, the pink eye, and the flu. I don't need no doctors, insurance, no vaccine, 'cause I got faith in Jesus, if you know what I mean. Well, I got bit by a squirrel down at the local dump. You don't like my lifestyle, well, I don't give a hump. You may be healthy, a wealthy, fit, and well, but I'll be kicking it up in heaven when you're roasting down in hell. Oh, Jesus cured my rabies, and he can cure yours too. Jesus cures the common cold, the pink eye, and the flu. I don't need no doctors, no insurance, no vaccine, 'cause I got faith in Jesus, if you know what I mean. Thank you, everyone. Good night.
Hey, hey, hey.